Alright, so in this question, you can see I have two objects, obj and obj2, and I'm console logging nothing but obj2.hello. And both of these functions have two properties, hello and name, hello and name. Alright, so now I want you to first pause the video and think what's the output gonna be when I invoke object2.hello. So pause the video, think about that, then check the answer. So if I just run the code, we get the output as hello David. So hello and David. So why was that exactly? Well, we are writing object2.hello over here. So object2.hello. And object2.hello is nothing but obj.hello. And obj.hello is nothing but this function over here. So basically it's the same as copying this function and pasting it right over here. It's the same thing. Just keep that in mind, okay? So notice something, that obj.hello isn't being invoked over here. It's not being called like this. It's just passed as a reference. So because of that, it means nothing but this function being placed over here. So when obj2.hello is invoked, this function over here is called. And because this over here, this obj.hello is nothing but this function, so hello includes this function over here. So over here the hello will include this function. So when I write obj2.hello, the this within this function is going to refer to obj2. Alright, so the this within this function, because it's being invoked using obj2, the this is going to refer to obj2. And because of that, when we finally console log this, we get hello this.name. Because of this refers to obj2, it's going to print hello David. And that's happening because we are only passing obj.hello as a reference. So this function is here, and because of that, when we call obj2.hello, we simply invoke this function with obj2, and because of that, the this within the function ends up referring to obj2, and due to that, this.name returns us nothing but David. Alright, so now let's say, what if I wanted to get hello Ted? Instead of hello David, what if I wanted hello Ted? Well, first I'll show you a way, but then we'll also look at the better way. So the first way is where I'll modify this a little bit, which is not what we want to do, but I'll just show you that if I invoke this and I just returned its response or its result and I run this, then as you can see, we get hello Ted, because this time hello over here, this function is getting invoked with obj as its reference. So obj has this as Ted, so we get hello Ted. And when we call obj2.hello, we return nothing but whatever this returns, which is hello Ted. But what if I said, if I revert the code, what if I say that I want hello Ted as the answer without modifying any of these objects? So if I run this now, we get hello David, of course, because this was the initial question. But how do I get hello Ted without modifying these objects? Well, that's pretty easy as well. All we can do is over here, we can use nothing but .call, and call takes the first argument as the reference or the context that we want the this within the function to point to. So if I just specify obj over here and I run this, then we get nothing but hello Ted. So what is this? Why did this work? So when we call obj2.hello, we have nothing but this over here, obj2.hello, which is this function. So obj2.hello is nothing but this function. But when I write .call and I pass the context, which is this object in this case, so basically when I invoke this function, so obj2.hello is nothing but this function. So when I invoke this function and I write .call and I tell this function that the context for this function is nothing but obj, because that is what call does. In call, whatever the first argument is, that argument binds to the function we are invoking, which is nothing but obj2.hello, which is this function. So when obj2.hello is called and we pass obj to call over here, it means this function binds to this obj, this object, which is nothing but this over here. So when this function is invoked, the this over here points to this obj, which is this object over here. So when we write hello this.name, it says hello this.name, this referring to this object becomes nothing but Ted over here. So because we're invoking this function with this object as its reference or context, so when we finally invoke this function because of this line over here, then this function takes this object as its reference and it returns us nothing but hello plus this.name, which is nothing but hello Ted, because this points to this object because of this call over here, and this.name of this object is nothing but Ted. Alright, and that's why we get hello Ted over here. So these type of questions can become very confusing, so make sure that you practice such questions more and more to get a better understanding of how JavaScript works behind the scenes. So with that, we are done with this question. And with that, we are done with this video. So if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more.